So I just finished watching episode 2 of HBO Max's The Last of Us Season 2. Here's a quick recap and my immediate thoughts. If you watched the game, there's a lot to unpack in this episode. Spoilers for everything related to The Last of Us. The episode starts with a flashback where Abby's walking toward the hospital after the Season 1 finale. We then cut to present day, where Abby and her group gets a good view of Jackson during the day. They realize that it's a massive city and can't be ambushed. We see Abby go on patrol to oversee Jackson. While getting ready for patrol, we see Ellie and Jesse talk about how Jackson is on alert because walkers are hiding underneath the snow. We also see Ellie talk about how her relationship with Joel is complicated. Afterward, we see Seth give Ellie Bigot sandwiches. We see Jesse and Ellie on patrol, but a blizzard hits Wyoming, so they hole up in a 7-Eleven. While in the 7-Eleven, they talk about Eugene, but honestly, I still don't remember that happening. We see Abby patrolling and she sees Joel and Dina. While trying to get closer, she's ambushed by a group of walkers hiding underneath the snow. She runs away, but is overwhelmed. At the last second, she's rescued by Joel. Abby tells them that they should go back to the lodge, and Joel agrees. We see Jesse and Ellie get told by the radio station that Joel and Dina have yet to report back to them, so they try to find them. Meanwhile, the horde of walkers is now headed toward Jackson, so Tommy gets ready to defend the community. We cut back to Joel, Dina, and Abby. We see them overlooking Jackson and the flames surrounding it. Despite Joel wanting to go back, Abby convinces them to still head back to the lodge. We see Tommy lead a bloater away from Maria and end it with his flamethrower. Joel and Dina arrive at the lodge. Abby briefly interrogates Joel before shooting him in the knee and torturing him. We then get to the infamous golf club scene. Ellie walks into the cabin, but before she realizes what's happening, she's disarmed and pinned to the ground. As she begs Joel to get up, Abby grabs the pointed end of a broken golf club and sticks it into Joel's throat, ending him. We cut back to Jackson, where the community is now in ruin. The episode ends with Ellie, Jesse, and Dina riding home while carrying Joel's body. What an episode. So let me get into what I liked first. I think the whole Season 2 budget went into this episode because they went all out with the scenes of Jackson being overrun by zombies. It looked amazing. With a snowstorm happening simultaneously, there was a lot of unease and suspense. It honestly carried the episode for me. The last scene where we see Joel's lifeless body being dragged back to Jackson was a really nice touch. Tommy's acting is a standout, but some of the actions he takes during this episode is very questionable. The biggest sin in this episode was Tommy during the breach. There's a scene where Tommy notices a bloater walking toward Maria. He somehow walks toward the bloater and draws its attention toward him, while dozens of zombies are somehow not attacking him and run past him. On top of that, when Tommy isolates the bloater and runs out of fuel on his flamethrower, he essentially gets cornered and prepares to be ended without putting up any more fight. But right before the bloater ends him, it succumbs to the flamethrower's damage. Although that isn't a sin in itself, we see Tommy grab and use his pistol shortly after. Why didn't Tommy use the pistol on the bloater right after the flamethrower ran out of gas? Why did he decide to give up when he still had a loaded pistol at his disposal? Again, for some reason, Neil Druckmann believes it's right to have the character show and tell, which isn't great. The golf club scene isn't too different from the game if I remember correctly. I think Abby has a longer monologue in the show. It goes on for a bit too long and leaves no room for the audience to think, because the writers think it's better to spoon-feed the character's emotions to us. Lastly, Kaitlyn Dever is far too attractive to be taken seriously as Abby. All in all, this episode, like the last one, suffers from the same fundamental problems that will likely permeate throughout the entire season. It was carried by the scenes where Jackson was being breached. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think though. That's all I have to say for now. I'll be back here when the next episode comes out. Take care.